आपण मानक समस्त को यही वीडियो बहुत बहुत स्वागत। तो आज वीडियो में देखा +3 पॉलिटिकल साइंस ऑनर्स कोर कोर्स 11 यूनिट 2 जहाँकि मैकियावेली एंड हॉब्स रही। तो मैकियावेली हॉब्स चैप्टर आम समस्त इंपोर्टाट वन मार्क्स क्वेश्चन डिस्कसन करवा जहाँकि एग्जाम मोस्ट इंपोर्टाट फास्ट टाइम देखा जो कि आम कौन वीडियो आम सब इंपोर्टाट वन मार्क्स क्वेश्चन को कवर करवा। तो फास्ट टाइम देखा Niccolo Machiavelli was born in Des Niccolo Machiavelli was born in Florence जहाँकि इटाली अच्छी से जन्मग्रहण करते। Machiavelli father was Des Machiavelli father was a jurist। ओके Machiavelli's masterpiece The Prince was published in Des now 1513 तो 1513 एडी द प्रिंस जो Machiavelli को मास्टरपीस थिला ताहा पब्लिश हेतिला। Machiavelli learned the idea of separation of ethics and politics from this ना Machiavelli learned to idea Machiavelli कौन ना Aristotle को पढ़ा शिखिले लर्न माने कौन पढ़िबा the idea of separation of ethics and politics। नेक्स्ट टाइम देखिए Machiavelli felt the influence of this in his far out idea of secularism and political reality of religion are concerned ना Marcillo okay। The separation of politics from ethics was made by this. The separation of politics from ethics was made by Machiavelli. Machiavelli expressed view about human nature in his book Des. Now Machiavelli expressed view about human nature in his book Prince। तांगर masterpiece आगु हम देखिथिले Machiavelli considered Des as the highest association। Machiavelli considered state as the highest association। He supported Des from government। He supported monarchy from of government। Machiavelli state is completely secular। Machiavelli considers Des as the foundation of stone of the state। Na law Machiavelli considers law as the foundation of stone of the state। The discourse of Machiavelli was published in the year Des। The discourse of Machiavelli was published in the year of 1528 1520 रे एहा को पब्लिश था the discourse। Machiavelli's book The Art of War was published in the year of Des। Machiavelli's book The Art of War published in 1519 to 1520 1519 ରୁ 1520 मध्ये से कोन पब्लिश होतिला। History of Florence was written in Des। History of Florence written in 1522 AD बा 1522 AD रे एहा को कोन रिटर्न लिखा जायतिला History of Florence। Machiavelli's book The Prince give importance on tense and absolute monarchy। The discourse is written about Roman रिपब्लिक डिस्कोर्स जो लिखा है रोमन रिपब्लिक को से कौन विषय कहूँ देर आर डेज चैप्टर्स इन द प्रिंस ना जो प्रिंस मास्टरपाइस हम देखते आगु डिस्कस करते से कौन 26 चैप्टर रही। स्टेट इज डिस्क्राइब एज द सुप्रीम इंस्टीट्यूशन इन बुक डेज द प्रिंस रे स्टेट हूँ गोटे सुप्रीम इंस्टीट्यूशन लिखा जाए डिस्क्राइब कर स्टेट को। ह्यूमन बीइंग कैन फॉरगेट प्रैक्टिस्ड but not parsimony। Who viewed this? Now Machiavelli viewed this। Machiavelli adopted this method to study political philosophy। Now Machiavelli adopted historical method to study political philosophy। For opposing Machiavelli philosophy, Des is considered as a child of Renaissance and harbinger of the modern world। Now Machiavelli where there is no common power there is no law where no law no justice। this view this ना थॉमस हॉब्स देखिथिले जे where कोन there is no common power no law where no law no justice। Hobbes was born in this ना Hobbes was born in 1588 1588 इंग्लैंड रे हॉब्स जन्मग्रहण करथिले। Hobbes adopted this method in political philosophy। Hobbes adopted scientific method in political philosophy। The supervision of Hobbes in the creature of Des। The supervision of Hobbes is the creature of contract। The supervision enjoys Des power to make law। The supervision enjoys absolute power to make law। Des is above and beyond the law। The supervision is above and beyond the law। Hobbes asserted that Des can be effective in human affairs। Hobbes asserted that man-made law can be effective in human affairs। Decoupler of Hobbes was written in this ना Decoupler of Hobbes was written in 1655 AD 1685 AD रे एहा को लिखा जायतिला। Decoupler डिस्कस अबाउट दिस ना ह्यूमन नेचर जो Decoupler 1655 लिखा जायतिला ए ह्यूमन नेचर ऊपर माने कहूची डिस्कस करछ। ओके मैन इज एसेंशियली सेल्फिश continuous, quarrelsome, mean-wicked, non-altruistic, non-rational, impulsive and self-centered. This view is ନା ଥମାସ ହବ୍ସ ଏହାକୁ ଦେଖିଥିଲେ କହିଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କ ଭ୍ୟୁରେ ତାଙ୍କ ମତରେ convenience without days were more words on paper ନା convenience without sword were more words on paper. Individual losses days after contract, individual losses right to revolution after contract. Hobbes advocate for this law, Hobbes advocate for positive law. Hobbes died in days, Hobbes died in 1679 1679 ଏଠିରେ Hobbes ମୃତ୍ୟୁବରଣ କରିଥିଲେ। ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମେ କିଛି ୱାନ୍ ୱାର୍ଡ ଆନ୍ସର ଦେଖିବା। ତ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା when and where did ମାର୍କୁଲୋ ମାକିଆଭେଲି born ନା ଫ୍ଲୋରେନ୍ସ ଇଟାଲୀ 1669ରେ ମାକିଆଭେଲି କ'ଣ ଜନ୍ମଗ୍ରହଣ କରିଥିଲେ। ମାଇକ୍ରୋଲୋ ମାକିଆଭେଲି ତାଙ୍କ ନାଁ ଫୁଲ୍ ନେମ୍। ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ମାଷ୍ଟର ପ୍ରାଇଜ୍ ଅଫ୍ ମାକିଆଭେଲି ନା ଦ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସ ୱାଜ୍ ଦ ମାଷ୍ଟର ପ୍ରାଇଜ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦ ମାକିଆଭେଲି। ହୁ ୱାଜ୍ ଦ ଫାଦର ଅଫ୍ ମାକିଆଭେଲି ନା ଜୁରିଷ୍ଟ ୱାଜ୍ ଦ ଫାଦର ଅଫ୍ ମାକିଆଭେଲି। ହୁ ୟୁଜ୍ ଦ word state for the first time, Machiavelli used the word state for the first time. What is the main function of state as to Machiavelli na maintenance of peace and security is the main function of state as to Machiavelli. Which principle did Machiavelli completely ignore na divine law principle Machiavelli completely ignores ଏହାକୁ ignore କରିଥିଲେ। Machiavelli emphasize on which character of the state as secular. Machiavelli emphasized secular character of the state. Which type of method did Machiavelli use in these studies? Inducitive method with historical method Machiavelli used in these studies. Who separated ethics from politics? Na Machiavelli separated ethics from politics. On which motives did Machiavelli emphasis upon? Na material motives Machiavelli emphasis upon. Which is the highest association according to Machiavelli? Na state is the highest association according to Machiavelli. In which state citizens are faithful and law abiding? Na normal state is the citizens faithful and law abiding. What is the symbol of the health of a normal state? Na expansion is the symbol of health of a normal state. Which type of government did Machiavelli favor? Na republican government type Machiavelli favor. Which type of government did Machiavelli oppose? Na despotic government Machiavelli oppose. Machiavelli's view on human nature is criticized as narrowly local and narrowly dated. Who denounced the authority of a church and reduced it to be subordinate position to the government? Na Machiavelli denounced the authority of a church and reduced it to a subordinate position to the government. Who is considered as the modern political philosopher? Na Niccolo Machiavelli considered as the modern political philosopher. Who viewed that Machiavelli was the product of his own time? Na Professor Dunning viewed that Machiavelli was the product of his own time. When did Machiavelli die? Na 1527 1527 Machiavelli ମୃତ୍ୟୁବରଣ କରିଥିଲେ। When did Thomas Hobbes born? Thomas Hobbes 1588 ଇଂଲଣ୍ଡ ଥମାସ ହବ୍ସ ଜନ୍ମଗ୍ରହଣ କରିଥିଲେ। What was the most important return of Hobbes? ଦାଦା ଲିଭିଆଥାନ को से कौन इम्पोर्टाट रेटिंग लेखा हब्सकर। When did डिक्रोपे पब्लिश ना 1655 1685 डिक्रोपोर पर पब्लिश होता। On which method did Decrope reading of Hobbes' ideal with na human nature? When did Deceive publish na 1642 1642 Deceive publish होता। Deceive discuss about which matter of the state sovereignty. Okay, which method did Hobbes follow in political theory? Na scientific method did Hobbes follow in political theory. What is the view of Hobbes to regarding human nature? Na highly self-centered जो है Hobbes regarding करते human nature ऊपर। How did Hobbes distinguish human desires and human dislikes, good and bad? What is the outcome of a contract also to Hobbes' view? Na sovereign is the outcome of contract also to Hobbes' view. Convenience without soul are both words. Who viewed this? Na Hobbes. Which rights of the individual do not surrender to the sovereign and right to life? To whom does Hobbes vest absolute and sovereign power? Na sovereign. Did Hobbes support or discard the theory of a separation of powers? Na discard. Okay. How did liberty, freedom to individual consisted by Hobbes na negative character? The liberty and freedom to individual consist by Hobbes. Who did advocate positive law? Na Thomas Hobbes advocate positive law. Where did the life and property was take to Hobbes? Na state of nature did life and property was take us to Hobbes. Which right is the prohibited after parties to contract? Na right to revolution right is prohibited after parties to contract. When did Hobbes die? Na 1679 1679 AD ରେ Hobbes ମୃତ୍ୟୁବରଣ କରିଥିଲେ। ତ ଏଇଥିଲେ 1 ମାର୍କ୍ସ क्वेश्चन। ନେକ୍ସଟ ଆମେ ୟୁନିଟ୍ ୱାଇଜ 1 ମାର୍କ୍ସ ଡିସ୍କସନ ପରେ ଆମେ 2 ମାର୍କ୍ସ ଡିସ୍କସନ କରିବା। ନେକ୍ସଟ ଭିଡ଼ିଓରେ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ମୁଁ ଲକ୍ ଏଣ୍ଡ ରୁଲ୍ସର ସମସ୍ତ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ 1 ମାର୍କ୍ସ क्वेश्चन ଡିସ୍କସ କରିବି।